For those of you who can't make it tonight, I'm going to do the class now for you. So you will need a block for our twisting class. It's really important that you have something like this. Even a thick book will work. It just helps to align the body properly when you're in a twist. A twist is difficult enough on its own that you do need a little support usually, especially if you're not used to doing a twisting class. So twisting is great for detoxifying the body, for helping with digestion. It feels really good if you have like certain joints can get they're not aligned properly, and so it feels really good going into a twist because it helps to realign the spine again for a short period of time. So without further ado, we'll get started. I'll start this way, just facing you so you can see mountain pose. So feet are either hip width apart, or big toes touching and heels slightly apart. You're grounding down between all four corners of your feet. You're lifting the kneecaps to engage the thighs. Your belly button is pulled in towards your spine. Your shoulders are back and down, lengthening to the crown of your head. Palms are facing forward. And just close your eyes here if that feels right for you. We're just going to take a few breaths here, allowing our body to become centered. Feeling that ground supporting you. And just watching as your body breathes effortlessly with each inhale and exhale. Maybe bring the hands to heart center, pressing the thumbs into your chest, feeling your heartbeat, feeling how alive you are with each breath you take. Start to deepen that breath. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, open the mouth and let it all out. Slowly blink the eyes open, dropping your hands down by your sides. So this is where you're going to start your music if you have it at home, or if you just want to listen to mine, you can do that as well. So on your next inhale, circle the hands up overhead. And as you exhale, you're twisting from the belly, dropping the hands to shoulder height, opening the chest to the right. Just to take a couple breaths here in our first twist of this practice. So your gaze can either be at your front hand, straight in front of you, or behind you at your back hand, whichever feels comfortable for you. Last inhale here, stay to exhale. Next inhale, come back up to tall mountain, and as you exhale, open it up to that left side, twisting. Hips are facing forward. You're just twisting from that upper body. Last inhale here. Exhale it all out. Inhale back to tall mountain. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing those hands into your shins. Exhale, stepping back to plank. Just take a minute here in plank. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, lowering all the way down. Untuck the toes, keep the hands where they are. Pressing the tops of the feet and the thighs into the mat. And on your next inhale, slowly come up, peeling that right shoulder back, twisting cobra to the right. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, opening that chest, peeling that shoulder back on the left. And exhaling back down. Inhale, come all the way up to cobra. Exhale, lower back down, pushing back into downward facing dog. Pedal the feet a little bit. First down dog of the day. Your calves, hamstrings can be a bit tight. Lifting the hips, pressing all 10 fingers into the mat. Last inhale here. And as you exhale, walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, twisting to the left. Tall mountain on the inhale. Folding forward on the exhale. Halfway lift on the inhale. Plant the hands, step back to plank on the exhale. Lowering all the way down. Untuck the toes. Twisting cobra to the right on the inhale. Exhale, lower down. Twisting cobra to the left. Exhale, lower down. Cobra on the inhale. Exhale, lower back down, pushing back to downward facing dog. And this time, take your toes, or take your heels, spin them to the right. Toes are facing left, pressing down equally into both of your hands. On your next inhale, come back up to center. And then dropping the heels on the exhale to the left. Toes are pointing to the right. Inhale back up to center. And dropping the heels down towards the mat so they are lined up with about your second toe. And as you exhale, slowly walk your hands to meet your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, slide the hands up your shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, twisting cobra to the right. Inhale, twisting cobra to the left. And cobra on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time take your left hand and grab your right leg on the outside of your calf. Pressing down firmly in that right hand, support your body. Last inhale here. Exhale, plant the hand beside the left, or beside the right. Now take your right hand and grab your left leg, either the ankle or the outside of the calf. Pushing firmly into that left hand. Last inhale here. And as you exhale, drop the right hand by the left. Take one more inhale here. Stay to exhale. And then walk your hands to the top of your mat, or your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, squat the hips. Raise the arms up by your ears. Coming into chair, pulling the belly button into the spine. Gazing out in front of you. Squeezing those legs together. Sitting the bum back. Lifting those arms. One more inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, just by extending those arms, it lifts the thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, kick the right leg up behind you. Bring it to the right elbow. And then as you inhale, swing it to the left elbow. And swing it back on the exhale to the right elbow. Press it back. And then as you exhale, step it through to the right hand. Coming into runner's lunge. Spin that back heel down. Turning the back foot in to a 45-degree angle. And then coming up to warrior one on the inhale. So with warrior one, you should have heel to heel alignment. So I'm off a little bit, so I'm going to take my foot over to the right a little bit more. It helps to stabilize you too. Back foot is in a 45-degree angle. Your hips should be pointing roughly to the top left-hand corner. And lastly, you're bringing the arms up by your ears. Reaching to the ceiling. Maybe looking up with your gaze, leaning back a bit. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, lower yourself all the way to the mat. Inhaling up to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, kick the right leg up behind you. Bring your knee to your left elbow on the exhale. Inhale, swing it to the right elbow. Exhale, swing it to the left elbow. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step it through. Spinning that back heel down. Coming up on the inhale to warrior one on the left side. Again, heel to heel alignment. If it's not, just move your foot out or in a little bit. Knee is over your ankle. Back foot should be on a 45-degree angle. Hips are pointing to the right corner this time. And arms are up by your ears, reaching towards the ceiling. Gaze can either be out in front of you or up at your hands. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, lower yourself back down to the mat. Stepping back to plank, lowering yourself down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Exhale it all out. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Squat the hips, bend the knees. Coming up into chair. Take a breath here. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, twisting to the right. So bringing that elbow to the outside of the right thigh or right knee. Pressing the palms together. One more breath here. Stay to exhale. Inhale, chair. And as you exhale, twisting to the left. Again, pressing the palms together. Right elbow is the outer side of the left knee. Try and keep those knees together. The right knee's not trying to go past the left knee, which it tends to do in this type of twist. Keep them parallel. Last breath here. Stay to exhale. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, kick the right leg up behind you. Knee to right elbow on the exhale. Inhale, swing it to the left elbow. Exhale, swing it to the right elbow. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step it through. Spin that back foot down. Coming up into warrior one. Then warrior two. So your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Knee is over your ankle still, and the front foot. Arms are stretched out. Making sure that they're both at the same level. Just take a gaze back at that left arm to make sure it's the same height as the front arm. Your gaze is over your front or your middle finger. One more breath here. Drop that right arm to your thigh, the forearm to your thigh. Bring your left arm towards the ceiling. Your gaze can either be at your top hand or at the ground for side angle, opening up that chest. And as you exhale, dropping that arm by your ear, keeping that chest open. One more inhale here. Stay to exhale. Inhaling back up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. And then you're going to reach as far as you can. Dropping the hands down. Pressing the back of the palm into the calf muscle. And extending that left arm all the way to the ceiling. Again, your gaze can be at your top hand or at your foot, front foot. Pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. And pressing into the ball of the foot in the front foot so you're not hyperextending that knee. Really opening up that chest. Hand is over your shoulder. One more breath here. Stay to exhale. Start to bend that front foot. Bring the left arm down beside the right arm. Grab your block. Putting it on the inner side of the right foot. Pressing your left hand onto that block. Spin that back leg up onto the toes. And as you inhale, lifting that back foot off the ground, coming into half moon with with the twist. So this may be enough for you, keeping your right hand at your waist. But if you'd like to take it a little bit further, bringing that right hand towards the sky and lifting that back leg, flexing the back foot, pushing down with that right leg into the mat. And if this is too easy for you, bring your gaze to your top hand. Are you breathing? Just because I've made the pose difficult, have you stopped breathing? Last inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the left foot beside the right foot, coming into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Squat the knees, or squat the hips, bend the knees. Arms are up by your ears. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on the next inhale, kick your back leg up behind you. As you exhale, knee to elbow. Swing it to the right elbow on inhale. Swing it back to the left elbow on the exhale. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step it through. Spin that back heel down. Coming into warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. So if this is heel to arch alignment this time, which I forgot to mention. And you're pressing into that back right outer edge of the foot. Arms are extended. Take a look back to make sure they're the same height. Belly buttons fold in. Knees over ankle. We're here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, drop the arm, the forearm to the thigh. Extend that right arm to the ceiling. Really pushing into that outer edge of the foot, opening up that right side of the body, and then bringing the arm out towards the front of the room so your bicep is by your ear. Coming into side angle on the left side. Feel that stretch down that right side of the body. One more breath here. Stay to exhale. Inhale back up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Reach all the way out in front of you as far as you can, and then dropping that left back hand into the calf and extending that right arm all the way to the ceiling, coming into triangle on the left side, opening up that chest. One more breath here. And as you exhale, bring your right arm down beside the left. Grab your block again because you need it for the right hand this time. Spin that back heel so you're on your toes. And bring your left hand to your hip. And as you inhale, lift up with that left leg. Right foot is floating parallel to the mat. Flexing the back foot. And when you find your balance, opening up to that left side for half moon with a twist. Bringing that left arm towards the ceiling. Really lifting that back leg because it feels like it's 100 pounds right now. And on the exhale, drop your hand down towards the mat, dropping your foot beside the left foot. Coming into halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, squat the knee, or squat the hips, bend the knees, coming into your last chair pose. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing into those shins. Plant the hands, step back to plank. One more vinyasa, lower all the way down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. And drop your knees to the mat. And now slowly lower yourself all the way down. Bring your elbows so they are underneath your shoulders. Your forearms are on the floor. You're spreading your fingers wide. And you're pressing into those forearms to lift the upper body. There's a slight tuck of the chin. Coming into Sphinx pose. Now lower yourself all the way down. Drop your hands by your sides. Foreheads to the floor. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly come up, squeezing the legs as if you have a block between them. So one more inhale here. Stay to exhale. On your next inhale, come all the way up, lengthening through to the toes, crown of your head. Lift the legs and the chest. And this is not about how high you can go, it's about how long you can make yourself. One more inhale here. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Come all the way up, pushing up into plank. Pressing down into those palms. Your shoulders are directly over your hands. And from here, you're going to twist your heels towards the right and your feet towards, or your toes towards the left. Just like we did when we were in downward facing dog. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center. One more time on each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up to center. And lower yourself all the way down. Just bring one ear to the floor. Release the hands down by your sides. Take a couple breaths here. Turn the other ear to the floor. Slowing that breathing down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself back up to tabletop. Walking your knees towards your hands. Cross your legs behind you, sit down on your bum. On an inhale, circle your hands up overhead. Pulling your belly button in towards your spine, and as you exhale, folding forward. Your next inhale, slowly come up. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Bring the flesh out from underneath your bum. Circle your hands up overhead. And as you exhale, folding forward. On your next inhale, slowly come up. And then lower yourself all the way to your mat. Dropping your feet wide open. Coming into Shavasana. All that's left to do is just breathe. You've made it. For those of you at home that want to stay here longer, please feel free to do so. Start to bring a little bit of life back into your hands and feet. Take a big inhale here. Open the mouth and exhale it all out. Blink the eyes, or you can blink your eyes open or keep them shut. And when you're ready, walk your feet onto your mat. Roll over to one side. Take a couple breaths here. And on your next inhale, pushing yourself back up to seated, crossing the legs in front of you, sitting up tall, hands to your heart. Take one more inhale together. Open the mouth, exhale it all out. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you.